Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Peace Dealer live from Texas. I think that's Juarez right there. Heard me? Holla at your boy. Back for the weekend. But yeah, Moon in Sagittarius, Sun in Capricorn. This balsamic phase should be godly. Oh my God. This is the first balsamic phase of the year. Well, the last, actually. That has the sun and moon in both universal signs. That means every balsamic phase we had before, like with Sagittarius, the moon was in social Scorpio. But now we have the sun in universal, aka God Capricorn, and then the moon in universal, aka ascended God Sagittarius. So this is transcending the universal vision that not only releases outdated perspectives, but now adjusts your universal visual perspective to direct this universal power. All right. In other words, the vision around your integrity, the vision around godly power you have awakened since 2008. Now that Hades, maybe a toxic partner, a roommate, or maybe one of the purest, beings you've ever met, whatever range that falls in, has left from being your roommate. All right, you either got abused heavily, or you got transformed and awakened and put on to so much healing. Depends on what level of Hades was reflected through you. All right. Regardless, now it's in Aquarius, and we're hearing all sorts of wild stuff about aliens, pyramids on Mars, people in trouble for shooting CEOs. Buckle up. This next 20 years, you'll have an idea, and we're gonna have more of an idea. January 21st is where we're gonna be aware of what it's looking like. But after Sagittarius season that showed us into this next 20-year era, right? I want to open up once again. Capricorn season is the preparation for this great war, part 3. I mean, for this next frontier of technological advancement and human conscious evolution that somehow doesn't involve the nuclear holocaust. Because how the fuck are we going to eat pizza and actually enjoy, luxuries in this life? I promise you I'm not being sarcastic, okay? Please, I don't want you to think that I'm some kind of doomsday prophet. I'm going to talk about the apocalypse, but that's because it's an unveiling. It's just the end of the world as we know it. I am not hoping that cataclysmic events happen to wipe out everything, because how am I gonna eat cheese pizza? Let's just keep that in mind. I don't want you to think I'm out here I hope the world ends. No, but I am going to keep it a buck. So I show you these apocalypse cycles, and I let you know, the reports of excess deaths since 2020, when the apocalypse cycle started with the horseman death, isn't a coincidence, right? The 3 tours of war, every time Mars conjuncted Saturn, 2020 in Capricorn, 2022 in Aquarius, and 2024 in Pisces. It's not a coincidence, right? Especially now that Russia is once again saying, hey, these motherfuckers is hating on us. We in a state of war. These things are plot points and elements that are going to blow up, oops, no pun intended, in 2025. That was a horrible joke, but that wasn't a joke. There's no pun. It's not a pun. But with that being said, you feel me? As we're getting ready to activate this conclusion and universal power relative to your reputation, your character, your goals, this higher facet of yourself, the higher faculty of your integrity, we're going to activate that on the 30th and the 31st. So this balsamic phase is releasing the vision around, of course, the higher meaning of where you believe you're meant to go. Okay? I hope you're still valuing yourself. I hope you're not compromising your value for those who can't or refuse to see you as less than you are, please don't play yourself like that. Okay? Please catch yourself when you do. Please don't. Okay? The moon is going to help you understand this game changer. So I call it a game-changing vision. Mercury of our brain processor is in Sagittarius, that looks at the higher picture and the bigger picture, and it's opposite Jupiter and Gemini. And both of those are squaring Saturn and Pisces. Okay? So with that being said, a lever like that is getting ready to align with the integrity of your beliefs, and completely, with the totality of Saturn, change the way you see everything in light of an expansion of information, right? Now, we don't have Virgo, so really do expect people to just stand on bullshit that they created because they believe it so strongly, but it's not factual at all. And I mean, it's up to you. That's the Saturn and Pisces. The integrity of beliefs means you have the responsibility to fact check it and not just go off of it because it makes you feel good. A lot of people are going to be deceived by pathos-driven arguments that have no lick of logos to them. It just feels good to them. So be very mindful. It'll look good, it'll feel good, it'll sound good, but is it really good? That's what Virgo was asking you. Is it really good? All right, I know a couple Virgo fact checkers that can make up for the. Do you have Virgo in your chart? I'm just saying, stay woke. Don't get caught slipping. So the Mercury conjunction to Saturn and Pisces that happened earlier this year, and the Jupiter conjunction that happened to Saturn in Capricorn, right? Jupiter is making that 90-degree angle, and Mercury is making a 270-degree angle. That's this T-square. So we had signed a contract with our brains relative to what we believe we can perceive, what we can believe we can think and process. And through September, where the Mercury went into Virgo and began to harvest the analysis of how everything we believed is actually factual or not, right? So we have to adjust what we thought was true, so that unless see, some people would just decided, nah, fuck that, I'm going to be full delusional with their actions. Now we're at the completion of this harvest where we're seeing into the meaning of everything we believed, but we want to align that meaning with the actual truth, with Jupiter. And that's why this is so cool. Saturn in Pisces is literally the mediator, because Mercury is the ruler of Gemini and Jupiter is the ruler of Sag. And you have the ruler of Sag in Gemini, you have the ruler of Gemini in Sag. So this is like a peace treaty. It's like, all right, I'm gonna roll through your hood, and you gonna roll through my hood, and then we gonna have Neptune in Pisces be in the peace, because Pisces is peace, right? And make sure we can actually, so either there's going to be an assassination that's staged to spark war, or we actually make peace. We're expanding the truth while processing the higher meaning of it, but we have to know how strong our beliefs are to steer it towards the truth or what's real, and not just to take it to another level where people will sound like they're saying something, but they're not. So just keep that in mind, because this is making obsolete old stereotypes, old observations. It's allowing you to release and let go of maybe previous doubts, things that you could never see happening. And as someone who is awakening to being a creator of your reality, you know that impossible is a lie. Like, there's nothing you can't create. There's nothing you can't make happen. Yeah, maybe it doesn't look like it happened now, but all you really need is the will, and the way will open for it. And you don't have to wait for like 6 or 10 months. And these are mechanics with this T-square of the mutable signs that will, with Jupiter, show you this upgrade of magical potential and capacity. So what do we do with all that? That's what this balsamic phase is. It's releasing what you thought you couldn't do, so that when we step into the new moon, we're activating this universal power cycle. And we're going to conclude everything we activated in April, integrated in July, and harvested since September. All right. Mars is still retrograding out of Leo, so have the passion and courage to stand on it. I know with Pluto opposite, you feeling a lot of you are getting jumped vibrationally. A lot of you are feeling a psychic attack, but we strong with the KR, not even with the CR, we strong. Okay, like I've been arguing like a madman with voices in my head trying to act like I don't know we telepathically engaging. And I don't, and you see how I don't give a fuck how crazy I sound even saying that? Give yourself that liberation. Let people call you names they don't put on their life. And on top of that, they won't say it to your face. Okay, because they know, like me, you crazy. Unless you're not, I don't want to be calling you crazy. But if you're a madman like me, you're going to thrive. Pluto in Aquarius is for the madmen. It's for the weirdos. It's for the crazies. I promise you. We are going to thrive. All the air signs, all the fire signs. Yes, we coming out of this overly feminine earth and water sign period where the men are trying to be cuter than the woman and all that. We done with that bullshit. This is Aries of masculinity. This is Aquarius. All right. This is like Super Birdman. This is Gemini. It's all masculine. Over the next 20 years, we back, baby. We back. You feel me? Okay. Okay. So yeah, with that being said, it's a lot to be excited about. We needed that feminine transit though. We needed to, you know what I'm saying, go through this receptivity. So now we have a deeper understanding of what to express moving forward. But, you know, now that we're concluding that, we can let go of that. And that's another thing that this T-square and balsamic phase will show you collectively and universally how this is shifting, how it's also shifting culture. And I mean, with Venus getting ready to come out her whole phase, with Venus getting ready to come out of Aquarius, this is definitely going to spice things up, but not like in the sexy way, in the like, I want smoke way. But it's going to go into Pisces. It's going to be exalted, where it's dreamy and she falls in love with people who she's enabling that she probably shouldn't be dating, but hey, at least she's happy. And it's going to be awesome. Okay, she's going to sign another contract with, of course, Saturn. But beforehand, she is going to square Uranus. Yo ass, okay? And that 270-degree square is polishing the completion of everything you are worth unconventionally. What that means is you have a much stronger knowledge of what worth you can command. So basically, if the Uranus and Taurus is a radical new way you're putting your album out, and you know, like, oh, this is worth, like, this is a gold album. Venus in Aquarius is now polishing, oh, this is what everyone else around the world thinks about it. Actually, it's diamond quality. Actually, it's platinum quality, right? That's the completion of individual value in Taurus that you integrate socially on stage, and then you barter after the market in Scorpio to see who you trust with it. And then Aquarius is that final knowledge of what, you know what I mean? Where you might feel it's worth this, but this is what it actually did. That's the completion. The sun's going to follow. Mercury's going to follow. All right. And keep that in mind, because a lot of these unconventional seeds placed back in May 18th, they're complete. They're not even harvesting. They're completing. And this is going to look like windfalls of income, new financial ventures. All right. We're still barely just getting started. So be patient with yourself, but allow these next couple of days to change drastically how you see everything, and stop shortchanging yourself for motherfuckers who don't really care about you like that. Remember, you're valuable. You can get anything you fucking want, and that includes the person you want, the friends you want, the situations you want. Claim it. Stop wondering about how it's gonna come. Claim it. That's how powerful you are. Claim it with me in 3, 2, 1. I claim everything I want. That's it. And then you could sound off on what that is. Look at it. Spend today looking at it, because when we do the new moon and Cap, we're organizing the plan to go forward there. Okay? All sorts of beautiful boobs, donuts, pizza, indulgence, and I still have a 6-pack. Okay? So, like, you see how delusional I am with these desires? Don't limit yourself. All right? Have fun with it, actually. You don't have to do anything but take action as necessary. Just because you do nothing don't mean you're not taking action. You stay blessed, though. And until next time.